Welcome everybody to another episode of the Providence Lucha Talk. I'm your boy Jay Aguilar,
and this is Lucito,
and we're here to talk about everything and anything that has to do with wrestling. We appreciate everybody who's been following us since day one back in 2019,
pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre.
We were basically social distancing before.
Yeah. We were doing the virtual stuff. Yeah. I was in my work closet. You were at home, and I did call-ins and shit, and you did all the you learned how to do the whole behind the scenes shit. So really appreciative of you to this day. But yeah, thank you for those who are those day one and those who are just found us or just saw a little reel. Thank you for clicking. Please make sure to like, comment down below. Let us know who's your favorite wrestler. Follow us on all of our social podcast media, the Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter, and the YouTube, Providence Lucha Talk, as well as your favorite podcast app to listen. So, did we talk about Mandy last week?
Yeah, we gave it a little, segment. Yeah.
Okay.
That's being released
Mandy,
next. Yeah.
After our conversation,
she's making bank.
She made bank. Yeah. Like, he has the money in the bank down there, and we got RVD over there with his briefcase, but she's making bank.
In 1 week.
With her first week of people knowing that she had her site, her site where she, does a little bit extra, for the real ones. She made $500K within those 7 days. What?
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing thing on Twitter. McIntyre, which is like one of the popular ones, he made $45,000, I think, in a month. Yeah, she made $500K in a week.
And then I think I posted someone else in.
She made more. I think $500,000, and I think Alexa Bliss is $100,000 salary.
Yes. That's the one I was thinking.
Yeah.
She makes like at least 40, 50 a year.
Yeah, which is
to her $500K in 7 days. Yeah. What? Yeah. What? That's baller. Mandy Rose, congratulations. I don't think you're even going by Mandy. Actually, you do go by Mandy.
Yeah. But you use
but Amanda, you are killing it. Go girl. You go girl. And a cool thing about Mandy Rose too is like people be like, "Oh, you guys are celebrating a person who knew what she was doing, blah blah blah. She was not really much of a wrestler, da da da." Yo, look it up. It's facts. She was only one title defense tied with Asuka. Asuka had in NXT 11 title defense before she, her retirement in NXT, to Mandy's 10 title defense.
And I keep telling you, even the episode before, I'm like, she's secretly like getting better and better and better and better.
Yeah. No. Like I didn't know the numbers. That's what surprised me. It's like she did one less of Asuka, and Asuka is the emperor. Asuka is one of the top female wrestler in all of wrestling history. You know what I'm saying? I consider her one of the top of the top. But knowing that Mandy Rose, a girl who started in Tough Enough back in 2013?
Did she came in
2014, whatever it was? Yeah. And she just 413 days as the NXT Women's Champion, and then 10 title defense before losing it to Roxanne. Yeah. Bro, I don't know what I don't know if we were watching the same shit, but
I will say, like,
dope.
I hope she invests her money. I know she got some other side business. I think she does the donut stuff with
Sonya.
Yeah, so she does her thing. Probably she might get into fitness again. She's done fitness modeling and stuff.
She doesn't have to.
No, but I'm saying, but like she got all the revenues. But it's
the girl
take the bag.
Yo, bro, like, she could gain 10 pounds right now, and she'd still be making like buckets because she's Mandy Rose. And a little bit of meat doesn't hurt nobody. A little bit of fat doesn't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Dude.
But I know when the last recording to now, I think she bumped up her. Well, basically, as soon as she got released, she went from I think there was like 25 to 40 or whatever. Maybe it's higher now, but people are gonna invest the money. And
yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price it's not today's price. And if you did not rock with Mandy before, Shame on you. If you didn't pay those $7,500 for she to send you one of those short clip videos on those what's the name of the website? Where the website where people could request like going and
I really
it's slipping, but if you didn't pay that small money, it's $5. You gotta pay $5 for her to be like, yeah, you want to talk to me? It's $5. Yo, Mandy's up there. Congratulations to her. I hope she goes back to bodybuilding though. That was one of her strong suit before.
I wonder what's gonna happen to her husband because I think he is cameo. That's the thing.
Cameo.
That's what I was like. Okay. Yeah. I was like,
shout out to the new research department.
Because I know her husband.
Shout out to Tyrell, man, if you're still watching.
Her husband was backstage like producer, so I don't know if, like that. Nothing really has been too much about him. It shouldn't affect him either way, but we'll see what comes out of that one. But
not to disrespect her, but when he saw a cash cow in business, he knew what he was getting into. He knew that even if the worst case scenario, right, divorce, he got his cut. He's good. He's good married because he got Mandy Rose. Yeah. And then he's gonna be good if they did get divorced because he's gonna get half of them.
Yeah, well, I think they'd be set, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm glad it's like her time as a champion. She did well in NXT. She was probably like, especially I wish she would have continued like just for wrestling purposes. I think if she would have brought Toxic Attraction over, it would have been great. But it was just Toxic Attraction, and I could imagine what is it the next. I thought for the call-ups for the NXT tag team. Yo, imagine Toxic Attraction against like Control Damage. That would have been crazy. But Mandy WrestleMania would have been nice. But Mandy's Mandy, yo. Like I can't. I give her props because she went from what was it, Tough Enough to 500,000 in a week. So
I had to rock my shirt. Hold up.
Yeah, there you go.
As soon as I saw you, I was like, wait, I'm wearing my Hey EW. It finally came in the mail. And then one time I'm mad about this shirt. You see how it's white? Yeah. There's a black one that came out.
Oh, the opposite? Like
it came out weeks after Black Friday. I'm like, yo, RJ City, we're about to fight, my guy. I spent two shirts and you didn't tell me you had a black one in the runs. But no, rocking my Hey AEW. Shout out to RJ City. Love you, boy. But yeah, 413 days, 500K in 7 days. You can't be mad at that. And people be like, oh, but WWE knew what was happening.
I think who was snitching? Somebody snitched.
The bald dude, Albert, he was
Oh yeah. Prince Albert,
Prince Albert,
No, that's why he's gonna think he was Tensai, he was Albert.
Yeah. Tensai was like, oh yeah, Shawn Michaels, check this out, blah blah blah. And like, bro, why are you snitching? Athena knew about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people knew about it, but they kept their mouth shut because they'd be like, yo.
But it wasn't in the beginning. I did my independent research too. In the beginning, wasn't as controversial as when she got caught. Yeah. So it was okay, but
soft,
I know they have.
Those who don't understand, it's like not a lot of reveal. Yeah. It's very provocative, but it's soft. Like you get to view the bumps and stuff like that.
But I know everybody, because there's other people that have pages similar. Like we mentioned, Scarlett Bordeaux. You had Gigi Dolan. She took, I think for Gigi, she took hers off, but she got more like hers. Now it's like professional photography. Like boudoir type of photography. Chelsea Green took hers off because she possibly was coming back, so she took hers off.
Ah man, she did a Christmas special. And I'm like, hey,
yeah. But there's other Merry performers Christmas. That have sites similar, but that she should be Impact. You know what I'm saying?
But she does, you know what I'm saying? Mia Yim when she was
Ellering.
We could. There's a list.
Mercedes Martinez.
Maria.
Mercedes Martinez too, and I was like, but. Well, make your money when you can, but
Mercedes, cool. Her girlfriend though, bro. Shout out to you, Mercedes, showing how it's done, Boricua baby. But but yeah, bro, it's like for her to be one of our top topic of tonight. I'm not mad at that because it's like you have to believe in yourself and you got to trust in yourself. And you know, we talked about Tessai being a snitch. I think his name is Al or something like that. But she knew that part of the reason she was going to be let go, it's not much of the brief of the contract with Mattel. It was more because WWE was not getting a cut of that money. And when they see like bread is not going their way, either
because they cut the stuff off of the for the streaming too. But now they're more flexible now with the streaming. But that's what they were doing because of Discord
as long as they get their cut, they. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, they ain't gonna report shit, and you know what I'm saying. Athena also said, like, you know, what are we talking about? I'm here for the children, while other people are getting prepped up to be like Mandy Rose. So, like, more reason why Mandy Rose basically is like the Trish Stratus 2.0, the stable. You know what I'm saying? She was this era of like.
Because back in the day, they used to do like in the 90s, like the Playboy magazines too, and I'm like, really, like, and that be like.
The panty and bra match?
No, but remember they used to do. I think was it Massaro? Almost every like hot person. I think Massaro, China, Sable, Tori Wilson, not Melina,
Lita,
Candice,
Jacqueline,
I think Candice,
Kelly,
Michelle McCool, I think
Michelle McCool.
But it's just like I know
Stacey. Stacey did his shit. Like, we all knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but the thing is that WWE was getting a cut.
But they also now they switched the ratings. Now they're like more TV friendly. Like,
Alexa Bliss is making $350K a year.
But that's a year. She made it 7 days.
I know. That's a really
man. She could be chilling the whole year and still making more than Alexa.
Like I said, she could gain 200 pounds. Yeah. No, I lied. Hold on. No. She'll still have those cute eyes and the dimples. But if she would have gained 20 pounds right now, she'll still be making.
They'll make money no matter what. Like
with the donuts, her body fitness, and now this,
they're set.
That's an entrepreneur,
and they live in Florida, so it's like no income tax.
Sir, why are we here?
I know.
Yo, why are we here?
I know.
Hey, yo, what?
I know.
I don't want to deal with hurricane season, though. Chill. So let's move along. We talk about some of Mandy's personal accolades and in-rings. Let's talk about one of the topic I posted in our group chat that referred to 6 men right now in their respective company. They're heavyweight champions. We're talking about Alexander for
Impact.
We're talking about
Switchblade for New Japan.
Yep.
Roman Reigns for basically WWE. You have Claudia for AEW.
MJF for
AEW.
And the dude from MLW.
This guy, it's Hammerstone. So MLW is Alex Hammerstone.
Yeah. Hammerstone. So
Hammerstone is like literally if you like, you know, for Fusion, for you know how if I have Gogeta and Vegito, Gogeta and Vegito. He is like Brock Lesnar meets John Cena into one.
Really?
Yeah. He looks like Brock Lesnar, but it's like he's like a little bit smaller, but he's good. But
all right, so with Hammerstone, Reigns, MJF, Claudio, and
Switchblade and
Alexander. Which of these 6 respective men have you considered to be, or if you could rank them from top to bottom,
based overall or
overall?
Overall, I would say. I hate this. I would say all right. So 6. I would say
start from the bottom.
Yeah, I would say Claudio.
Goddamn.
Number 5, Hammerstone. Because Claudio just became champion. Like, he's the most recent one.
2-time.
Yeah, but his reign hasn't been crazy. Those who've been watching.
MJF.
No, but MJF, he's up there. So I would say 6. So I mean, 6 will be Claudio. 5 will be Hammerstone. 5 will be Alexander from Impact.
4 is Alexander.
4, sorry, Alexander. Then my top 3 will be number 3 would be MJF, 2 Switchblade, and 1 Roman.
Okay, so the Oracle, shout out to the Oracle. He also agreed about Roman Reigns being the top because
he got the longest one. He's basically running 2 shows.
Relevant. He's been
And
relevant for the whole
sales,
365,
just the whole story,
title defense,
everything. I put MJF 3 because recency.
No,
and
I don't give it.
A Switchblade is better than MJF.
Okay, so I have no problem putting. I can't believe I'm saying that. I have no problem putting Reigns number 1, Jay as number 2, because those two have been
they're like
relative heavyweight champions in our time. I would put Alexander 3 because he lost the belt towards the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he got it back.
He got it back. I give him that. That's why I put him 3.
Okay.
I put Claudio after him.
Okay.
Because Claudio did put more time as champion, and he was a working host for, even though it was less than 3 months at least, it's more than MJF that I'm putting on number 5, and then Hammerstone because I don't know nothing about him. Personally, I'm sorry.
MLW, he basically, Hammerstone, basically, you know how you have for WWE, you have basically Brock Lesnar, Roman plus somebody else. Mm-hmm. So Hammerstone's basically the Roman Reigns of MLW, or the Brock Lesnar, and you have Fatu. So he's always been either 1 or 2.
Oh, Roman's cousins.
Yeah, so they basically been, Hammerstone be either 1 or 2, and especially going for that title. So he's been kind of like the most, I guess, stable person for that company overall. But he's good. It's a different style, especially for his size, but he's good. But if they had a battle royale,
okay.
No, that'd be. But
okay.
I could see Roman. Unfortunately,
6-way match. Okay,
I could see Roman
ladder
taking
match for the whole enchilada. Who's taking the win?
If it's a ladder match, I could see MJF somehow pulling it off. He's gonna do some sneaky shit and win it, like taking it. But like if it's straight up, like if it was like the chamber, if it was the chamber or something, non-ladder.
What?
He's gonna do the same thing that this guy did, the Miz did. He's gonna hire somebody that could handle everybody. He's gonna sneak up and get the thing.
If that's the case, then Bullet Club would be jumping in. The Bloodline would be jumping in. Whoever is with Alexander would be jumping in. Like, come.
Yeah.
Who does MJF have? He doesn't even have the firm anymore, and he's the one who started that shit.
He got the money. He could just buy people.
I got out, bro.
But if it was literally if and not even like chamber, everybody's, let's say in a chamber,
is a ladder match. First one, grab the thing that represent all the belts, win. And you picked MJF because he's gonna get a mercenary.
Someone to.
And I'm like, no, because ain't no way someone is gonna knock out my boy Solo like that. You know what I'm saying?
You have the Bullet Club.
Solo is Solo.
You got the Bullet Club.
Solo is an army.
You got the Bullet Club.
I'm throwing the same bars that Tony Stark said to Loki. Oh, I have an army. I got the Hulk. I got Solo.
No. This guy got the Bullet Club.
I got the twins, bro. I got the Usos, Woosie, man. I got them.
This guy got
for laughing giggles. I got Sami Zayn, bro.
You got Bullet Club. That basically them 2 teams neutralize each other. The BCC, it's okay.
I'm not even.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no way John Moxley's gonna get involved in that shit. You the most for Claudio, but Claudio ain't winning that. Hammerstone, I didn't see him perform. I don't know who he's associated with, so I can't really count him in. Alexander, I forgot if he was part of.
He's a solo person right now because he used to be with them Page. He used to be tag team.
Make it far. It's not gonna. It's gonna be between Roman, Jay for the top. MJF is definitely gonna be neutralized for sure. I'm going to go with Jay because I'm not a big Roman Reigns fan. This is the one way he could lose the belt, but Jay will be my pick. Now, you who listened to this short segment, all right, and you heard this man picking the most wildest pick out of the wildest pick, who do you believe will win in this 6-way match, ladder match, for all the belts? all the belts, heavyweight belt of every respective company, please comment down below. Moving on. Talking about your boy MJF, right? There's talk that Enzo Amore can and will destroy him one-on-one on the mic. What is your thought about your soul picked heavyweight champion for this?
It's a possibility.
Okay, talk to me.
But as soon as Enzo gets hands on, like people gets hands on Enzo, he can't handle in ring stuff. But I will say yes, that'd be a really good, basically like promo off. He could. I feel like Enzo could just take anything and just make it into a promo, and Jeff could do too. But I feel like Enzo could take it to him. Well, if they basically turn that promo into a match, Enzo got no chance. So if it's just a promo off, I think Enzo got it.
Enzo is the one who destroyed the King of the Ring. Remember, the King of the Cruiserweight.
Yeah, well, he can't talk either.
Who? Enzo?
No, Pac.
No.
I was like, he.
But in the ring, he destroyed the King of the Cruiserweight. And MJF is probably like a few more pounds than Pac. So it's like.
But yeah, I think Enzo could.
And then if we get soft, he probably get Big Will again.
Mm-hmm.
So like.
But I think Enzo could take it to him and he could beat him in a promo off.
Did you were impressed on how Ricky and MJF was going back and forth?
Yeah. Okay. And if Ricky Starks matches level, and so it's like at another stratosphere over Ricky Starks, because Ricky Starks is like copy paste, like MJF copy paste The Rock. So I feel like I'm not saying he's not authentic, but I feel like he takes inspiration from The Rock, and so it's his own person. He has like bottled up like not beef or hate or nothing, but like everything that happened to him before, he's held it up. So I feel like he got a lot of things to say, and MJF, if they do a promo off, feel bad for MJF.
For what Ricky Stark has done, I'm really glad that he's challenging MJF and really making him dig down into his pocket. So far, MJF top opponent when it comes to the mic has been Chris Jericho, Ricky Stark, Moxley, and then Cody Rhodes. Those were the four top.
But I feel like out of those four,
top that really
I was out of those four, MJF. Like Jericho, kind of like it was eye to eye. Ricky Starks, he got close, but it was more basically like he took inspiration. It wasn't like, and I feel like when he did the Moxley thing, it was like Moxley usually wanted to fight. Like I don't care what you could talk all you want. We eventually have to meet up in the ring. So you can say whatever you want, talk about. I think I saw a promo of him talking about his hairline and stuff, and I'm like, you haven't hit puberty. Like his singers back weren't like, oh my god, but
they're like dad jokes. But it just like he lets you know that I got you, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Cody, I like the Cody one because it's personal. Because like they basically like they were boys and like there was like substance there, and you didn't know if it was like real or it was wrestling. So it was good, but.
And yes, there's the CM Punk one, but the CM Punk one is just like it didn't fulfill that dream, that desire we were hoping for. So that's why I didn't include CM Punk in one of MJF's toughest mic to mic comeback. Those four individual out of everyone, because I wish Bryan Danielson was a little bit more confident in the mic, or just more like not so passionate the way how he does it, but. You know, other than that,
because even for the Daniel Bryan one of Bryan Danielson, even when he went against the Eagle, it was like okay, like it was just
it's there. Like, hi, ¿Cómo estás?
But the Enzo thing, I wouldn't mind seeing it, and I think if they have a battle off, they will be like the number one trending thing, and for the week, maybe for the month, and that'll be the best way to like be. I feel like if Enzo did a promo off against MJF. They in ratings for that segment, not for the whole show, but for that segment, could be any wrestling like segment for that whole week, or maybe for like the month, and they'll be like the moment, like a moment of the year.
Moment of the year. I like that. I like that a lot. So let's go into a moment that occurred last Friday. that I think it was a triple threat match, or was it? It was the Top Dollar fumbling his top the rope.
I agree with Mark Henry. If you're gonna try something, practice.
Should we play the audio?
Yeah,
let's play the audio. So Mark Henry said this on T.
Did you go to the gym and say, you know what? I'm gonna get some reps in, make sure I can do this? I doubt it. I really do. I have done some things that needed to be rehearsed. I've done some things that I needed to practice with somebody to make sure that I could do this. To all of you guys and girls out there that listen to this show, if it has one element of risk, go rehearse it. Go to the gym.
Yeah, there you go.
And rehearse it.
And they, especially for WWE, like everything, it's like not timed, but like practiced.
Everything is like micro, like view to the T. Like if we see a stumble, or if you flop, or if you mess up on a promo, people in the
internet live TV
just go pop, 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 pop.
Especially
pop.
now, like back in the day, like the people let it slide because by the time like news traveled, but like literally when that happened, Twitter went crazy.
Yeah,
but it's just practice. Like if you never done nothing like that, don't try it on live TV. Why don't you do it like on Tuesday, like the main event or something, or like whatever, but don't
go to Mexico. Go to like a private ring and just practice them shit. Because what I'm mad about,
and somebody that big shouldn't be.
No. I don't care if he's big, because there's been big people who went over the rope. My thing is, it's that he sold it. It's the after. It's like you stumble. Like it's like if Tyson O'Neil made it to the ring and didn't trip under, and then he comes up, and then everybody fall down because he got up under the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to that. It's like you're celebrating a mistake and trying to cover it. And homegirl was like, B-Fab was like, yeah, girl, you got this. You got. It's like, like, come on. People should even took the bump for it. Nobody should have sold it. It would have been more like, pop.
Yeah, at least everyone was there to like protect them when he like to catch him, basically.
Try to catch him. Because when he stumbled, it was the top rope going towards down to the side of the ring, where I think he just like bumped around like the back, around his backside, and then he fell on his ass. And everybody was just like, oh, we fall down. It's like,
I know.
Nah, bruh. And also, WWE, you got all this money. You cannot tell me there could have been a certain 20-second delay to like cut that shit out.
I think there's a 3-second delay. I don't know,
But they got the dollars. You know what I'm saying? To be able to be like, oh shit, this happened in real life. Okay.
Well, everybody got phones.
But está bien.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
in order for it to go on Twitter, right? On Twitter, it will take about maybe 5 or 10 minutes after it's aired on TV, because a lot of people are not always on their phone. Nobody was expecting that either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The only people who caught it are one of the millions of people that wins $1 million at the jackpot. You know what I'm saying? The people who get struck by lightning, who will catch a lightning in the bottle, those are those lucky people who will capture those moments. But I promise you, a normal you and I who enjoy sitting down now record anything.
I think I would have caught it.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I think I would have caught it. Because especially when we go like to the Providence or any other one, like when you're on the audience, I don't know, for me, I could see when they're trying to set up something. So when you see the bundle of people there, like you seen the first one go, and I'm like, something's gonna happen if he's gonna go too. Like, I don't know. I will catch some. There's a couple of moments I've gotten like that I've shown here. That I would have at least tried to catch it.
You would try.
Yeah.
But the chance of you actually getting the whole thing is slim. And I'm just saying, they got the money to delay, cut, never air. I promise you that's not on Hulu. If probably you watch the rewatch, that's probably already cut out. But because it was live TV, I just wish they would like.
I know it's tough.
That hurt. That hurt pockets.
And I feel bad because like I think I mentioned it too when they got picked up back again. Then something's missing for Hero, and they're not hitting.
They were never. You and I, we talked about this. They were never meant to be more than just a filler.
Yeah.
They were never meant to be more than just to be crowd favorite fillers. I mean, the difference between them and the Street Profit is that the Street Profit have one particular talent,
and they also are a real
shine everybody else.
But they're also a real tag team. Like I could never see, like I think Top Dollar, I think Ashanti as tag team champions, which is tough because
we
like
saw Fandango in Breeze.
Yeah,
we could have definitely saw them, and they did all the bits, every bits in the book.
Yeah,
I could have saw them as champion. They were so close in being our champion.
But it's just tough. Like I
don't see them as champion.
Something's missing. I don't know if it's like they probably need Swerve or something. They're not hitting.
I'm gonna be frank with you, right? I assumed, I believed, I thought, I hoped, I envisioned that the one person that would have taken them in and helped them elevate was Street Profit, for real. I thought
they like at least blended together or something.
Together. The chemistry was there. Yeah. It seems like it would work out. Yeah. A faction of 5 people. You could definitely had, Dawson and Top Dollar being your tag team. Mm-hmm. You could have Ashanti try to get the 24. You could have B-Fab try to be the women's champion or champion with another, woman of color.
Either that or they could have collaborated would have been something similar to like the New Day.
And then Homeboy himself, Ford, would have been your heavyweight easily or your middleweight. Easily. That could have been a stable of champions for sure. And it just didn't pull the trigger. I just don't understand why they couldn't see that it would have been a lot for the culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we were so excited to watch a 20-second clips of New Day, Ricochet, Top Dollar, Ashanti, and all the other guys dancing, for 20 seconds, and we're like, yo, they're doing it for the culture. They could have done that with the belts. Yeah. They could have definitely done that with the belts, even if it's not the heavyweight belt, but they could have done it for us.
Yeah. Because I feel like the only person that that's available, and I don't think he'll be what for their role will be like Carmelo Hayes. They need like not a leader, but somebody there. But Carmelo Hayes is more like a mid carder because I don't think he's ever gonna win.
I mean, Swerve was a mid carder.
But I'm saying like he was a North American one.
Yeah.
But like at least if he came over, he could the U.S. or that he'd be good for the U.S. If the U.S. Intercontinental at the moment's tight because you have Gunther and to get him out, it's tough.
The IC title, man, that shit's tight. Lockdown, clock.
But you saw a thing on Wednesday for. Well, they didn't bleep it out when this guy was like, "Oh, he's a big motherfucker." I was like, "Yo," they kept it on. Rick Ross said that to Keith Lee.
Oh, and then Keith Lee was like,
"Yeah." I was like, yo, that's crazy. And they let it slip, and I'm like, there's no edits or nothing, so.
Nah, it's Rick Ross. He has the money for it.
True.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Paid the FCC.
It's like you gotta practice. The way me and Lucito are able to have this type of conversation, and it seems more organic and much more fluent, it's because we've been practicing with our voice and getting to know each other, vibing it out, and be able to do this. You know what I'm saying?
And if you can't do something like don't do it, but it's just like I don't know, save it for another time. Like I don't know until you get it like perfect.
I mean, like I know it would have been a higher risk, but his alternative move would have been to try to go up
on the turnbuckle
on the third rope, and then go over. You know what I'm saying? Do like a small cartwheel and then,
or even a kind of like a cannonball or something, or
what Big E does through between the second rope. Just go through it, but missed opportunity. Practice.
Practice.
Yes. Did he rehearse it? No, he did not. He did not rehearse it. Let's go to what else did I have? Dewdrop is not dead. She's still alive. I'm proud of her progress. I'm proud that she's trying to change her her body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to do, but the reward that we've seen within Gunther, Braun, Roman, the Usos,
And what is Jordan Grace too?
Jordan Grace, it's very rewarding when you take care of yourself and you're making yourself more of the visual of the champion that other people see in you. And
because she was a good contender for the UK
100%,
championship.
100%.
It's just they just gave her the dewdrop thing. Like she was, I think Piper Niven, and that was like
that
she
was
was
coming back. When she come back, she ain't gonna be no dewdrop.
so like it's just dewdrop. That's a limit to that gimmick, and it's a little tough. Like they tried everything. They gave her Eva Marie. She was better than Eva Marie, so then now they gave her Naked Cross, which was fine, but it's just something wasn't clicking. Like it's just
she's just working on herself with the investment that WWE is putting in her, because like for you to be out of TV after they pay you a good amount of money and you're working hard, you're eating right, you're trying to do whatever you can to be the figure that they want you to be. It's sad because, we believe in not body shaming, and we believe that we support all body type, right? But when you are really hungry and you see that in order for you to see yourself as a champion, a future champion, you got to do something within yourself. And I give her props for that, because she could have been as she was, and I had no problem with it.
And she was fine. But it's just,
she performed 10 times way better than Nia. Yeah. Like, to me, she was a little bit
and she was safer too.
Exactly. Not a risk. So that's the one thing I wish, her being what she is before, but what I could see her being in the future, it's going to be amazing. And I believe it's going to pay off. Like what they might be losing with Mercedes and Trinity from WWE, I think they could compensate it with.
Yeah, and they bring in a lot of people from NXT, because I know.
Oh, yeah. From the UK
now she's Alba Fire, but Alba Fire, she used to be the former UK.
Yep.
Then Isla Dawn, she was another contender.
Yep.
So there's a lot of people that were top tier in NXT UK for the women's division that are either going through NXT at the moment or like still like in limbo that they could come across eventually. So especially with the new year coming out, so we could see a roster change or Forbidden Door, who knows.
And for those who are like, yo, Jay is talking out of his ass, let me remind you guys of a singer named Adele, okay? Adele, amazing talent, amazing voice. And we saw how she started. But when she did that transformation, boy, you ain't looking at her the same way like you look at her now. So, you better know yourself. Come on now. Yeah. Come on now. So, there is footage that formerly known Valentine Dream
got
was arrested for I'm trying to pull.
They didn't, according to the video, I saw a little bit of they didn't read his Miranda rights, but he got arrested. I'm like, dude, you need to get all your ducks in a row, and because he was, I don't know what happened.
Domestic violence.
I think I only saw the ending when they were trying to like bring him to the county or to the like.
But they didn't read the rights.
According to him, they just arrested him without reading the Miranda rights, and I'm like, if that happened, he got a free pass basically. If
that happened, but everybody knows they're walking with Cameron. Patrick Clark Jr. is his real name. Yeah. I'm trying. We are currently the resource department. Let's see, August of 2022. Valentine Dream, Patrick Clark Jr. was arrested twice. One of his arrests was for the drug paraphernalia charges related to out of the county warrant. Previously in August 20th, more than serious charges for the first-degree battery, a misdemeanor, a first-degree trespassing on property after warning, which is also misdemeanor. So TMZ got video of him punching and biting a gym employee. God damn it!
He's such a good potential, and like it's just, I feel bad. Like, I hope he gets all the help that he needs, but I'm like, for wrestling, he would have been great.
And he told the cop that's fucked up. Oh my God, reading this is just wild, guys. His career has never been the same since. his sexual harassment allegation. His career has never been the same, and fortunately, I don't see him coming back.
Yeah, no.
I celebrate black men. You know what I'm saying? I try to do my best to highlight our Latino, African Americans, Samoan, Asian culture as much as possible. But this is just like, I don't see it. I don't see like an upcoming story.
That's the thing I don't get. Like you had literally like NXT and a platter just for you.
Twice.
Because he would have been literally the NXT champion.
Twice.
Plenty. And it's just like you just missed the opportunity.
Like, people be like, oh, but they gave Matt Riddle a chance, and he got, he failed the drug policy, even though they don't do that, marijuana anymore. And then, Manny Rose got fired because her XXX contents, and it's like, nah, she knew what she was doing. But the Uso, though.
That's
Jimmy.
Same thing with Jeff Hardy, too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn. Jeff Hardy is
I think he got court pretty soon, so like they'll see if it's DUI.
Jeff is a really tough one too. Like, I love that white boy. He's like one of my favorite white boy of all time. But Jeff is a hard one to defend. But Jimmy been DUI, arrested for DUI how many times?
And if you're at that level, especially for like in wrestling, just get an Uber, get any car, like anything.
I love how you just bring solution to the problem.
Like, it's not that, like, especially with DUI, like, the problem is you're driving under the influence, so don't drive.
Don't drive.
And even stick with the gimmick. Call Sami Zayn. Have him pick you up.
This is before Sami Zayn.
No, what I'm saying, like, it's just.
This is before Sami Zayn. This
get
is when
Solo, like, or somebody.
This is before Solo. This is when it was during the pandemic. They were getting the push for the title, and then before I think it was even after WrestleMania, he just got caught with the influence, and he had to reset, and he had to repush the Uso once again.
Yeah, but it's just great. Like, it's
That's
not hard to call.
That's where Jay had his beef with Roman Reigns multiple times.
But it's like it's not that hard to just call an Uber or get Lyft or. Like, you got money. It's not like he's broke or he don't got family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he has
just
kids. Yeah, he has kids.
Like, call your wife or anybody.
I hear
like,
you. I hear you. But it's just crazy that they still get that protection over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say Velveteen Dream deserved. He had somewhat of a protection because as soon as he had the first allegation being called out, Triple H tried to get him out of the TV.
Yeah, just settle everything. And
settle as much as you can. Try to reintroduce him again against the elites. You know what I'm saying? Because they had the little countdown and everything, and he was the dude that came out from the top rope and then did the crossbody. And he just couldn't get out of trouble. He could. Yeah, I'm surprised with Watson from the Brown is able to play football before Valentine Dream could be an NXT champion.
But he's not.
Watson has 42.
But he's not guilty.
He has 42.
Well, he's not guilty.
But, all right.
Like Velveteen Dream is guilty. Velveteen's guilty,
bro.
Like that's two different things. Like Watson, it's a different thing. No, it's not. He's not guilty.
Yeah,
he's not guilty. There's not a piece of paper that says Watson's guilty. No. I don't agree with whatever happened. I
don't agree too.
But I don't know if he did it or not because he's not guilty. But he's a free man making millions of dollars playing football.
You got that right.
But Velveteen Dream, he just like you can lay low for like there's other people that done stuff like him.
Paige and Xavier, they did wild shit and they still had jobs.
But like you mentioned, like the Usos, Jeff Hardy, like people have gotten in trouble criminally and like they've been able to come back, but just like chill out. Like it's not hard not to do stuff.
John
like
Moxley, he had to give up the belt due to abuse of alcohol, and he reset. Kylie Ray also took the sobriety route, and she recovered. It's just having that self-awareness and just be like, yo, is this worth it? Is it worth throwing away fame, dollars, and all of this possession just for what?
That's the thing I don't get. For me, the UI thing is just crazy. Like it especially now, like you have so much thing, and like if you have an anger problem, like he's the battery thing, just walk, meditate, do something. Like you shouldn't be
Walk
like
it out. If you're seeing red, put on a shade and see purple. Like
just
something.
it's just tough. Like it's just.
Oh man, you gotta.
But he's such a like. I feel it sucks because he was basically like he would have been the next big thing.
Do you think so?
Yeah. If he would have got out of NXT, he would have been the big next
He
thing.
would have been the next thing. Well, you heard it from Lucito himself. The return of Bronson Reed helping out the Miz to retain the money,
Which was good.
which was dope. But to me, it's a sign of good faith that New Japan and WWE might be doing like a forbidden version door coming out.
But the only not issue I see, I like the Bronson Reed gets a miss.
And Carson also still retain the belt.
So I like that, and he's going to I guess Tangaloa.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that Bronson Reed's getting the Miz treatment. So eventually he's gonna go off by himself, like everybody who goes with the Miz. But the only but the only thing I see is what happened to your boy. He used to be a Miz man. If he ever comes back from injury and everything, would he be rebranded? Would he go back to the Miz? Because I'll take Bronson Reed over Ciampa as my muscle or like my henchman.
Ciampa.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Ciampa.
because right now he's doing recovery and rehabbing from the injury.
Ciampa might be returning for the Rumble, and if he gets a push, it's most likely for the mid card. Most likely, or DIY, do it yourself.
Yeah,
they might do it. They might come back DIY. So, Bronze is definitely a good muscle. It was cool seeing him, but to me, like I said, like overall, it's just the pack that they're trying to say like we're in good hands. Like,
true.
I could see Kairi Zane coming through the Rumble now with the belt.
But the New Japan one?
I mean, if freaking Mickie James could do it,
yeah, true.
She probably could be part of the Rumble. You know what I'm saying? And I could see Asuka and Kairi having a moment.
I wouldn't mind Asuka. See in the ring, my Kairi saying Asuka and Io.
Ooh,
in one ring. That'll be good.
They were badass back in New Japan, guys. They were badass.
So like, do we stay together like for this, or to go back to their like current teams and stuff? Like
that would be fire. That would be so fire. And I didn't comment earlier, but yes, Toxic Attraction versus Damage Control or them merging together, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It would not be a bad thing. Because then you have the women tag team champion, or one being the NXT champion, and then the rest. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It'll be a nice. I have no problem with that. With that idea, I didn't. For those who are just listening, I went to remove my sweater so I could show off my Hey EW t-shirt.
Oh, hey EU.
Ew. I don't care, man. That shit is funny as fuck, man. The best episode so far RJ City has done.
Danhausen. Don't tell me it's not good, because it's good.
The first episode, the pilot was because you knew what you were getting.
Yeah.
But bro, the ending with the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny.
That was good too.
Because he was like,
even the one for
he was like, you guys don't have a certain slang. Let me help you out. You say chop chop. You say slice slop, slice, and you say hop hop. Now say it all together. Chop chop, slice. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it's so stupid.
The one with
chop chop,
Sing
slice, hop hop.
Sing and Jay Lethal was good too. When they were passing pencil to each other. That was good.
That was funny. Jericho was amazing. Oh,
they need another one with Jericho.
Do you want to go American or Canadian? Oh, Canadian. Yeah. So your dad used to be a hockey player. Yeah. Mine too. Yeah. But when the rest of the team show up, then they became an all-star.
But what was the other one? He was the one with that one was good too.
I'm gonna destroy you, bring it, bitch. Yeah. Yo, Renee being I could if Renee ever decide to be a manager, she has to be a heel. Forget the baby face. Yeah. She has to be heel. That is hilarious. Who else? Arn Anderson is one of my top 5. Oh my god. Just because he was just spitting it back to him, and RJ was like, "Oh, okay, tick for tat, let's go for it." Beautiful. Adam Cole was pretty dope. It just didn't.
Yeah, but I feel like I think for him, his stick it's better with people that like, kind of like, are not popular, but I feel like they have some personality. More personality. Like
Billy Gunn was.
It was more like, I don't. You have to like give it like it's just kind of like a roast.
Oh my god, Keith Lee, he's so like dry.
Swerve one was good too.
Swerve was definitely trying to like, I'm a pop star. What? Okay, call somebody out. Bobo, I challenge you, bro, for a match. Yeah. Let's go. But Keith Lee though, if you didn't talk about anime, Keith Lee was. Yeah. You get no animation from Keith Lee whatsoever. I'm like, bro, come on. He's like, is that anime? I only watch anime. Yeah. Like,
and he's.
I love anime too, but still. Like,
but I think he's. I like those segments, but it's just. It's sometimes it's hit or miss. Like he gets. It's sometimes tough to pull like improvise with people.
Oh no. Yeah. When you want to see Mike work. Yeah. Like you have to test the water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Taz was animated. RJ, J. Ross,
Excalibur. That one
was a great episode. That was a really fun one.
Because he was like, "Oh, do you wear the mask because you're trying to hide your face?" I thought people grew the beard to hide their face. So do you think you're ugly twice because you got a beard and a mask? Like yo, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like,
Yo, with Jade be like, why you always talking about someone's digestive system problem? Why you keep telling Tony Schiavone? Tony Schiavone was a good one. Why you always talking about his shit? And she was like, her face, she didn't know how.
I like the one that he was like, oh, that bitch, or what was? I think there was like going back and forth, like.
Are you calling me a bitch? No, I'm talking about that bad bitch. Yeah. No, that. But I'm a bitch. No, you that. Yeah. Oh man, FTR was corny, but I
know he's starting. Harwood, Dax Harwood. He's starting a podcast.
Shout out to him. He deserves that.
So let's see.
Hustle.
So let's see how that works out because sometimes, like, I hope it's successful, but it's sometimes difficult transitioning from.
Podcast is for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just finished doing one of our close friend Otto's podcasts, and it only was like maybe 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. The one thing I told people is like, you just got to tell your story. You know what I'm saying? Just believe in your story and people will listen. Yeah. People will follow on. So it's like, you just got to believe in yourself and just tell your story. And if you need material, the internet, my God, the internet, you could do Twitter, you could do Reddit, you could do like all these different sites that you could just read off content for free and just like get viewership of it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So yeah, more podcasts the better. I mean, I don't really got that much time to listen to everybody anymore, but
I listen to a couple and I'm like, especially at work, but
for me, it's the No Chaser with Timothy Delgado or Tim Chansaratsu, the No Chaser, the T-Pain. T-Pain is hilarious.
Does he does the Discord, the stream as a podcast? Yeah.
No.
Oh, he does another thing?
He does a podcast. He has a crew. Yeah. Everybody. Snoop Dogg episode is one of the funniest one I ever seen. But when he bring comedians that match his energy, beautiful. Oh, Gary Owens episode.
Those are good.
Bye.
Those are he's fun. He's good.
Yeah. Who else? And then I like the reels now, like short clips where they give highlight. The Kelsey's brothers, they're good. The Pivot with Kevin Hart, that's a funny one. The Pivot is a hit or miss. It's depending on the guests. Now all the guests are great. I'm sorry, like Isaiah Thomas, you were a great point guard, but it's like, okay, yeah.
There's no story. I like when they do like that stories. And like
the biggest one for the Pivot is with Mike Beasley.
Okay, because I forgot which one it is, but the one with what's his name? He used to play for the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett. He got one, but he interviewed one of the guys. He used to play for
Mike Beasley.
No. He used to be a power forward. He used to play for Golden State. They went to San Antonio. He was basically he played with and against Jordan. So he was in the Bobcats. He basically played 1-on-1 against Jordan, and he was talking shit. Then Jordan traded him out of the team.
It's not Gerald Wallace.
No. I'll find the. Let me see.
Damn, for you to piss off Michael Jordan to get traded off the team?
Because he was beating him and he was talking about shit, and he was like, you know what? Next season you're like got traded.
Remember, you mentioned that. It reminds me of Kobe Bryant. He was on like a talk show, and they show him a clip of the losing Lakers. They had Jeremy Lin, Nick Young, all these cats, and they're celebrating that they lost. And they'd be like, "Yo, you think they would be celebrating if you were still on?" And Kobe just looked like dead ass at the camera, and be like, "Hell no, hell no, there will be no celebration if we're losing. What the fuck?"
I forgot his name. He kind of looks. He used to play. He was a power. He's not playing anymore, but I'll find it. He was a power forward.
Yeah,
it was good.
We'll find out in the next episode of the Providence Lucha Talk. But the raffle will start. We didn't make the flyer because, God damn it, we're humans.
Yeah, no.
we're humans, and we try and try. But I think we're just gonna have to extend the time frame. Wow, I can't even talk right now. We got to extend the timeline instead of it announcing it for the New Year's. I guess it has to be more towards like the end of January.
Yeah, that's fine.
Honestly, we have great ideas. We have merch. We have mugs. We're trying to do great things, except it's like
I know life. No,
24 hours. We only get 24 hours, and it's just like we do what we can, but. We're going to keep trying. That's the important about podcasting in life. You got to keep trying. And the more that we try, the more we have a better chance of
and we'll continue, doing the programming and stuff. And hopefully by the next episode, we'll see in a possible new area.
Hey, yo.
So we'll do a New Year's, recap.
Yeah. What we're trying to say, we're hoping before the New Year's, something cool for the visual might happen for our visual watcher. But if not, we still got this dope corner. You still got us. We got this nice chair. We got mics. We got the Rodecaster where, and the Sony, shout out to the Sony camera. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. So... with that being said, please comment down below again your thought about Mandy, about our 6-man heavyweight all in ladder match. What you thought about our conversation about Valentine Dream, what you thought about Top Dollar and Henry's comment about practicing the move before performing it. And what's your favorite podcast? Like, we share one of our favorites ones and funny moments too. So, feel free to let us know. Comment below in our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as well as Twitter, the Providence Lucha Talk, as well as, give us a 5-star thumbs up in your favorite podcast reading app. You know what I'm saying? And, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Happy Kwanzaa, because Kwanzaa is going to start by the time, this clips is out there. Hanukkah, shout out to y'all. Happy solstice. And, kiss your loved one, enjoy it. And we should be able we should have at least one more before the ends to finish out 2022.
We probably do like a best of maybe for now.
Bro, you just read. Yeah. You see, this is experience talking. This is the vibe that I mentioned earlier. The years that we've been doing this. All right. So with that being said, next episode should be best of 2022. I'm your boy Jay Aguila.
De Susito.
We say good night.
Good night.
Buenas noches. Peace.
See ya.